How have over 20 million Americans achieved financial independence by having a net worth of $1 million or more, not counting their primary home? Well, I'm so glad you asked, and before I reveal the 4 steps to achieve financial independence like those Americans, let me just start by saying, welcome to the channel. This is Dollar for Dollar. My name is Heather, and the goal with this channel is to provide you financial tips, tricks, so that you can find financial freedom. So, let's start with a baseline. What are we saying when we say financial independence? We're talking about freedom. And with that freedom, we're talking about 4 key characteristics. So what is the first key characteristic of financial freedom? The first one being flexibility. This is how you spend your time, okay? You are now in the driver's seat and you can do things as you please. You can be flexible. You can go on a whim vacation if you so choose, or you can decide to be home all day if you want. It is your time and you are now no longer obligated to give it to anybody else. You can be totally flexible with what you do each and every day. And the second key characteristic, financial margin, which basically just means we're no longer living paycheck to paycheck and we owe money to absolutely nobody. And the third key characteristic, choice. You set your schedule and you choose how you want to live. You want to live in a cabin in a remote part of the woods? Go for it. The choice is all yours now. And the fourth key characteristic when we're talking about financial freedom, accessible. That's right. No longer do you have to worry if grandma or nana gets sick. You can literally leave the next day, be on a flight, and be there by her side. No questions asked for as long as you want. You are now going to be accessible to your loved ones. No asking for permission, no taking time off work. You can be there for anyone you choose when you choose it. Question for today's video. What is one financial goal that you have? I want to hear from you. Do you want to retire early? Do you want to make sure that you go on a whirlwind vacation? What are some of the goals you have? Share one, and I'd love to hear what you are aspiring to on your financial journey. So now that we've determined that financial independence just really boils down to financial freedom here, freedom of your time and your availability, what are some reasons for you to aim to achieve financial independence? Well, there are quite a few, and I would say it's extremely important for you to strive for financial independence, but let me just give you 6 good reasons for you to strive to be financially independent. The very first reason you might want to achieve financial independence, time. Time is one of those resources that you cannot get back, nor can you earn it back, okay? Unlike money, where you can trade your time for money, and if you lose some money, you can just go out and get more money. Time is not one of those things. We all have a finite amount of time. We don't know how much it is, but what's universal for everybody is that you can never get it back, all right? Time spent 10 minutes ago, never going to see it again. So be stingy with your time, okay? That is why financial independence is important, because once you achieve that, you dictate how you spend your time, nobody else. My second reason for achieving financial independence, no. That's right. You can now say no to things you don't want to do and yes to things you actually enjoy. How many times have we heard over the years about all the people out there who work at jobs that they hate or don't enjoy, right? When you have financial independence, you can say no. You don't have to do those jobs anymore. You are now able to do the things that you absolutely love, things that you are passionate about, and not just a job. And my third reason, dignity. When you depend on other people to take care of you, you are stealing from their future. You are being selfish, okay? So no begging your children to take care of you if you have them, because at the end of the day, you're asking them to do something they didn't sign up for because you failed to be responsible. You failed to hold yourself accountable. You knew this day was coming, and yet you did not prepare and you did not plan. So what is the result? Not only are you taking from your children, but you're possibly taking from your grandchildren and generations of your family. That is absolutely selfish. So what do you need to do? You need to be prepared and you need to achieve financial independence. And number 4, security. When the unexpected happens, you are financially sound. These things will not completely alter and change your world, okay? That is why a lot of people were hit with the stark realization that COVID really revealed a lot of financial skeletons in their closet. People realized they were in homes they couldn't afford, that people were being laid off, people couldn't afford to make payments on certain things. This is a big deal. So make sure that you achieve financial independence so you can have security. And number 5, generosity. When you don't have any lingering mortgage payments or debt, you have no financial obligations, guess what? You can give generously and freely as frequently as you want. And my 6th reason, legacy. Change your family tree. If nobody else has ever been able to be financially independent and retire with dignity, be the example. Change your family tree. And I don't mean that as just, have some money that you can leave behind for an inheritance or leave them enough money so they can take care of your taxes and your funeral and all that other stuff, because that stuff is expensive. But show them that it's possible. Be the example in your family. And by the way, if you're just happy to be alive today and you're grateful for today and all that it offers, go ahead and hit that like button. Or if you're not grateful for today, just go ahead and hit that like button if you are learning something and you are getting value out of today's video. So now that we've established what financial independence really is, and we've talked about some reasons for you to pursue financial independence, let's cover the 4 steps that you need to take so you can find financial independence. Okay, so the first step you'll want to take to achieving financial freedom is being debt-free. Having no money that you owe to absolutely anybody. And that even includes $500 that you borrowed from your neighbor. Have absolutely no debt whatsoever. The second step, have assets that generate income. So when we're talking about this, we're talking about not just some assets that pay you some dividends, here and there. I'm talking about enough income that you can actually live on that. So what are we saying? We're talking about investment income. The third step to financial independence, reaching your financial milestones. Now this is where it will differ depending on the person in terms of what those milestones look like. But if you have a goal to retire at 55, for example, that is a milestone. If you have a goal to, travel the world when you retire, that's a milestone. You want to make sure you're making enough to support that lifestyle. Whatever your milestones are, what's key here is that you write them down and that you're actively taking steps to achieve them. Okay, so if, again, your goal is to retire early, you need to be putting a good bit of money away, not only in your retirement accounts, but in other investment accounts so that you can cover what they call the bridge years, which is the time between when you retire and when you're able to take out money from your retirement accounts without being penalized. And the 4th and final step to achieving financial independence, believe in yourself. Believe you can do it. This alone is extremely important, and it could be in conjunction with steps 1, 2, and 3. The order is not important here. What's most important is that you believe it's possible for you. Don't be of the mindset that this is for everybody else but you. If you have a teacher salary, for example, there's no excuse for you to not retire with over $1 million net worth. There is no reason for you to not achieve financial independence, no matter where you are. And I just want to remind you that where you are today is not where you have to be tomorrow or 5 years from now or 30 years from now. So there's no excuse. Believe in yourself and understand that this is possible for you. You can have financial freedom, but you need to take action. You you need to be intentional. So make sure that that belief is mirrored by action. So there you have it. Those are the 4 steps to financial independence. And don't forget, comment below. Let me know, what is your financial goal or a goal that you have for the future? And smash that like button if you didn't already. It would greatly help. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you on the next video.